Hey, what is up guys, it's James. In my last video, I upgraded my Ender 3 to the MicroSwiss direct drive system. If you guys need instructions on how to upgrade to the direct drive system, I'll link it up here. But if you remember from that video where I was mentioning that the Z-Rod was making that squeaking noise when it was raising the gantry up and down. And, hold on. If you've never done it before, you are supposed to use some type of grease or some type of lubricant on your Z-Rod. So I thought I'd show you how to apply this synthetic grease called Superlube. This is actually really great stuff. I've used it before. Some people have mentioned that it's either this or white lithium grease that you're going to use. This is a little bit more expensive. If you don't want to get any type of grease on your fingers, go ahead and get a glove. Then you want to lower the gantry all the way to the bottom, and then you want to just apply some lube to your finger and then apply it on the threads. You want to work from the bottom up, and you don't have to put a lot of lube. All you have to do is put a little bit. I'm using Octoprint to raise my gantry up. However, you can just use your printer interface. Now this motion of the gantry going up and threading the rod is going to spread the lube evenly over the threads. So this is why you raise the gantry up all the way to the top. Once the gantry reaches the top, you want to repeat the process. You want to add some lube to the thread on the bottom of the gantry, and then you want to lower the gantry. Now sometimes if you put too much, there's going to be excess grease on the bottom of the thread. That's okay. You can either wipe it off with a paper towel, or what I like to do is transfer that excess from the bottom to the top of the thread. Now you should raise the gantry up and down maybe 2 more times. This will give you a very good even spread of grease across the rod. It's super silent and you don't hear the squeaking sound. I'm showing you this in real time so you can verify that there is no squeaking. And as you can see, it's super quiet, super silent. There's no squeaking. I did upgrade to a 4.27 silent board for my Ender 3. I'll post that for my next video on how to upgrade to a silent board. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. If you guys haven't done so already, subscribe and smash that like button. Leave a comment below. Do you guys like the lithium grease, or do you guys like Superlube? Leave it in the comments below. So the lube is actually meant to prevent friction and prevent binding, and here are some tips on how to get to that goal. There is like a catch-22. The rod and the gantry itself, they're actually meant to flex, or it is actually meant to, no, let me put it a different way. Unless you have your rod in perfect alignment, it's meant to move around a little bit. Otherwise, if your rod is not perfectly aligned and it is not allowed to move or flex, it is going to bind. And this is the original T-nut, like the stock T-nut. There's a total of 4 spring washers, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Many of you are going to find these missing due to having loose screws. Also, if you notice the hole in the middle where the rod goes in, it is not a perfect circle, it is a ellipse. This is because the rod is meant to flex. You can't probably see it on camera, but this is actually called a spring washer. You can Google it. It is not like a normal washer. It is actually almost like a spring, if you would say. And there is a little slot right here that's cut. And then it's not perfectly flat. If you find those washers missing, you should actually try to get it replaced. I actually just cleaned the Z-rod, and this black stuff is not only the dust and dirt, but it's actually really the shavings of the, probably micro shavings of the Z-rod rubbing against the nut. One way to check if a rod is bent is to take it out and roll it across a flat surface. If there is any type of wobble, you may have to replace your rod.